Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to episode number 3 of the Brothers of Dysfunction. With me, as always, the Sultan of Swing himself, Brother Bragga. Say what's up.
Hey, what's going on?
And I am the Gangster of Love, Brother Doshus. And right about now, it's about Papa Top time in this motherfucker.
Oh.
Brother.
Oh.
Good shit?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Got me a little, that good stuff made, to go down easy.
Are you talking about your beer or your ex-wife?
Oh, yeah. No, this is my cider.
Oh, your cider?
Yeah. Made by the company Dickens. It's always good to have some Dickens cider.
Very true.
Okay.
Very true. So how the fuck you been, man?
Oh. Just had a pretty busy week, but we're just getting along with it, having a good time.
I heard
that. How about you?
Man, I feel like I've been beat like a fucking rented mule. Yep, I've been sweating like a whore in church all fucking day long.
Like a stripper trying to read, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Like a hooker with 3 dicks stuck in her.
Whoa!
Uh-huh. Yep.
He went there.
Yeah, I went there. Alright, now, before we get down to the meat and taters of today's episode, let's go ahead and send out a little love, and I got some good news for us and our tens of listeners.
No.
Yeah, I've been getting a little love on social media. Real quick, I gotta tell you some funny shit.
Tell me, please.
All right, so I was on Twitter a few days ago, and I seen this tweet from this chick named Cat Graffam.
Okay.
At Cat Graffam on Twitter. Apparently, she would like to start a petition to have mini golf changed to just golf.
Okay.
And have regular golf changed to large golf.
I'm hip. I'm good with that. I can play both.
Right. I was gonna say you a golf playing motherfucker. That'd be right up your alley.
Yeah.
Right.
When I have enough alcohol in me. Yeah. That's great.
There is that. Speaking of, we need to go to the driving range again soon. Yes.
You ain't lying.
But anyway, yeah, so shout out to Kat. We're going to see what we can do to hashtag make large golf a thing.
Shout out!
Right. Also, while we're here, we got a chorus. Send out some love to our favorite girls over at Crime Culture. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Haley.
Hey, guys.
Right.
Really digging your show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the feedback that we're getting too. That's wonderful. That's what we're looking for is feedback.
Right.
You hear this, go on the Twitter, give us some feedback.
Right. Good feedback, bad feedback, any feedback is better than no feedback.
Right.
And also while we're here, of course, gotta say what's up to Elliot. Everybody needs an Elliot.
Nice.
Alright, you Georgia animal steel motherfucker, you. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this. So, apparently there's another unsung hero over on mine and yours favorite of the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, of course we know about Elliot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the other dude working magic behind the scenes, this is Caitlin's other half.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? Named Michael?
Yeah.
But check this out. The dude's name is Michael J. Quick. Right? Tell me that ain't the most gangsterous ass name ever in the history of life.
It's better than his middle name being is.
There is that.
But
there is that. But I'm just saying, that's a cool motherfucking name.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fuck Michael J. Fox, fuck Michael J. Fox. I'm talking about Michael J. Quick.
That's pretty straight out.
That's some
gangster.
That's some cool shit right there. That's some cool shit. So anyway, hi Haley, hi Caitlin, hi Elliot, hi Michael. Love you guys. Keep up the good work.
What's up?
Right. Other news, also, might be getting some love from my boys over at my other favorite podcast that's sadly no longer in production, but I reached out to them on a Twitter machine. They said they'd give us a listen. I'm talking about Josh Lewis and Rob Haynes from Letters from Camp Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you dig some horror movies, talking about the original Friday the 13th series and all the genre VHS films from the 80s, 90s, love to hear two guys sit and break balls about good old-fashioned horror movies and shit. Go back and listen to the archives. I promise it's worth it. and you hit them up at the Josh from TN or at Rob Haynes on Twitter, they some cool motherfuckers. Even though they're not doing the show no more, which hurts my heart, but I still got love for them. So,
well,
that's what I got on that.
Speaking of which, what are we talking about today?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. Hang on, let me take a swig off my beverage. Thank you. So, today's episode, we're going to kind of pay homage to Letters from Camp Blood a bit. Today's episode is titled Bragga and Doshus Go to the Movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our favorite subjects.
Right. We're going to sit and talk about fucking movies because that's what we would normally do anyway.
Yeah, we are big movie buffs, going way back.
Way back.
When I was a teenager, movies were my best friend. You know,
and your right hand too.
Well, we're not talking about those movies.
Oh, we ain't talking about them kind of movies.
Well,
I don't know. I don't want to talk about my ex too much today. So
yeah, she's in some of those movies.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, should we do the thing? Should we do the intro for
Why
Bragga
not?
and Doshus Go to Movies? Hang on, let me make sure I sound right.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Sit and talk some shit. There you go.
All right.
That was fucking terrible. We don't blame you if you turn this motherfucker off right now. So anyway, brother,
yo,
I am keenly aware of something.
You are.
I am. And what I'm aware of is that there is a particular movie that every time it comes on the TV, and you notice that it's on, you got to sit and watch it. You got to sit and drink it in.
Yeah, and yeah.
You know the movie I'm talking about.
I do.
You know the movie I'm talking about.
Why don't you smarten them up?
We talking about motherfucking Ben Affleck.
Uh-huh.
We talking about motherfucking Bruce Willis.
Yep.
We talking about Liv Tyler.
Yep.
And we talking about Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
We talking about Arma motherfucking Geddon.
Yep. And it's a great movie, and it's not so much that I just gotta watch it. It's that it just draws me in every time. Okay. Flipping channels, trying to figure out what I want to watch, and I go, oh well, I can leave it on this for a minute while I decide what I'm going to watch. Guess what? Never gets changed.
That fucking channel while
it's on. Okay.
Well,
I always refer back to Steve Buscemi sitting on top of the nuclear warhead, going, no nukes, no nukes, no nukes. There is a story about that, youngest daughter, she was very young at the time, and she loved that movie too. Maybe that's why I love it so much. And
could be.
She loved watching that. And there was a time where told her it was time, she was told it was time for bed. I didn't tell her. She was told it was time for bed. And she got up on the kitchen table. She was small at the time, okay?
I would hope so.
She gets up on the kitchen table and goes, Colonel Sharp, no nukes, no nukes, no nukes. Okay, she's fucking tiny. Okay, maybe that's what draws me back to it, and I just have this warm, fuzzy feeling or something. You
get the warm fuzzies inside.
I don't know, but I'm always watching the movie.
All
right, the ending.
Well,
it's good. Sad, but it's good.
Okay, well, I have to give you that.
You have to give me that.
I'll definitely have to give you that because myself, I've never actually seen this motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, I have never, in my 36 years on this earth, or even since that motherfucker came out, sat down and watched fucking Armageddon. Thank you.
That's all I got. I'm at a loss for words. You've never seen this?
I've never watched I'm one of those people. I've never seen Armageddon. I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
What?
No.
Winter's here, bitch!
Apparently.
God damn!
Nope. I think I've seen one Star Wars movie, and that was the.
I don't know if we could be friends anymore. Jesus.
Well, we got.
You're hurting me.
I'm sorry. I've never sat and watched Armageddon.
Oh, I hear that. It hurt me to the heart, man. Oh.
All right, Chico, calm down. Okay.
Well, the Star Wars thing really hurt.
Well, okay, I'll give you that. All right, so smarten me up. Why do I need to watch fucking Armageddon?
Because it's a movie that Ben Affleck's in that doesn't suck. So
there is that.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
Okay,
I'll give you that. Although, I mean, if we're talking about Ben Affleck movies that didn't suck, I guess he was kind of the star. I'm gonna have to go with Dogma.
Okay, I'll give you that. That's a great movie.
Right.
That's a great movie. Anybody that's never seen that, I'm gonna put it in a nutshell for you. Okay.
Now, wait, are we talking about Dogma now, or are we still on Armageddon?
We've moved to Dogma.
Okay,
it's a much better movie.
Okay, we're over Armageddon.
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But, yeah. You've got these two angels.
Rogue angels.
Rogue angels that have been kicked out of heaven, and they are spending eternity in Wisconsin. Okay? Because could you think of a better place? I don't know. Okay?
Nope.
So, here they are. They have figured out a way to get back into heaven.
Right.
So, they're heading for this church in New Jersey. Because the doorway of this church has a papal sanction.
Right. Plenary indulgence.
Yeah. And all your sins are forgiven, and you go straight to heaven.
Once you die.
Right. Well, if they make it back into heaven, that would undo God's word, and God's word is infallible.
Or as they would have you believe.
Right.
Right.
So it would undo existence.
In theory.
So this girl comes into it. Apparently, she is a distant relative to Jesus Christ himself.
I believe, as the Metatron, masterfully portrayed by the late Alan Rickman. No, wait, was it?
Yes.
It? No, I know that, but I'm saying, who was it that actually?
Chris Rock was the one that told her.
Chris Rock was the one that broke
the 13th apostle named Rufus.
Rufus. Usually it's Long Rufus, but it's a little cold out.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broke it down that Bethany was her name. Basically, the great, fuck, I lost count, grandniece of Jesus.
Yeah. So she actually has these divine powers that she doesn't know about.
Right.
And she is put on a pilgrimage to go to New Jersey and stop these two angels. And
also in the process, to rescue God.
Yes.
Because God has been trapped in the body of a comatose elderly man laying in a hospital.
But she doesn't know that.
Right.
But to help her along the way, she gets the help of two prophets.
Yeah. One who never speaks, the other who speaks at great length, whether you want him to or not. We're talking about Jay and motherfucking Silent Bob.
Right. Yeah. That's what made this movie awesome.
Right.
Okay. Hilarity ensues all through the trip.
Lots of hilarity.
Okay. If you haven't seen it, see it. Watch it.
Go see it. It might be on Netflix. It might be on your cable system on demand. I don't know.
I know you can go get it at the bargain bin. Okay.
Definitely.
It is an awesome movie. Of course, I have a copy.
Yep.
You know.
If you don't see this movie for anything else, if you don't watch this movie for any other fucking reason, watch it for Salma Hayek dancing around in fucking bra and panties to some fucking what fucking song was that? Candy Girl.
Candy Girl.
That was that a Jackson 5 thing?
New Edition.
Okay.
New Edition.
Okay.
Back in the '80s, that's kind of my thing.
Right. Yeah, because the first music I became aware of was Appetite for Destruction, and then after that it was just kind of all.
Not a bad place to start.
No.
I'm gonna say right there.
Yeah, no, and only recently as I've matured have I discovered, oh hey, there's other kinds of music outside of heavy metal, hard rock, what have you.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
Yeah, I bet.
I actually like some of it. Yeah.
So
and now I have, as you say, very freakish tastes in music. I say eclectic.
I say freakish.
There you go. But that's all right.
Well, that might go for movies too.
There is that.
Why don't you pull out a movie out of your archive?
Movie out of my archive.
Yeah.
Well, now, for a movie that if I'm just chilling out at the house, which isn't very often, and it's on, and I just happen to see that it's on, and I just have to sit and watch it and drink it in.
Yeah.
Fucking Kickboxer.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why.
You might need to tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
It's not because I have an affinity for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay.
Even though back in the day he was a bad motherfucker.
Oh, I know.
And then shit just went completely fucking sideways.
I know.
See Time Cop.
Yeah.
But Kickboxer, when I was a kid and I first saw Kickboxer,
Yeah.
I thought Tong Po was a real motherfucking dude.
Okay.
Like, I thought they went and got this fucking sadistic fucking hard ass to play himself in the movie, right? Because for some reason, I remember watching the movie and seeing somewhere in the credits, I might have imagined this, I don't remember, but I have a distinct memory from my childhood of, seeing the credits, and it was like, and Tong Po as himself, and I'm going, fuck. You see him in the back of the building kicking the fucking pillar, and the shit's falling, the spackling's falling down from the ceiling and shit.
Yeah.
And he fucking broke that dude's back with his elbow and shit, right? Like fucking him and Chong Li Bolo from Bloodsport.
Yeah.
That's the other one. That's another movie. If it's on, I gotta sit and fucking watch it.
Wow.
Okay? And it has fuck all to do with Van Damme. Okay, Tong Po, Chong Li. All right.
Yeah.
You ever see that fucking thing on the internet? Like, there's a group of whatever the fuck trying to kill you. You pick two people to be in your fucking squad. Who are you picking? Okay, I'm picking Tong Po and Chong Li. Okay, because they some bad motherfuckers. That's all the fuck I'm saying.
I'm more of a Chuck Norris guy, but yeah, I get it. Maybe some Dirty Harry in there to take my back, but
well, see, Clint Eastwood's a bad motherfucker too.
straight up
Bad motherfucker. And I will give Chuck Norris this. He did land a pretty fucking sweet sidekick to the fucking guts on Jeff Jarrett at Survivor Series 94. But we're not going to talk about wrestling today. We know we talk about it way too much in the first two episodes, so that's all I'm going to say.
All right. So
yeah, Kickboxer, Bloodsport, there are a few typical guy movies that I like.
Yeah.
The original First Blood.
Yeah, that's
a fucking great movie.
Classic.
Right?
Yeah.
The fucking scene where they tried to hold him down and dry shave him.
Yeah.
That just did not go well for anybody involved in that.
No.
Right?
No.
He got loose, goes out in the woods, fucking helicopter goes after him. What did he take he took the helicopter down with like a rock or some shit? He just threw a fucking rock and hit the guy and the thing crashed.
That's a bad son of a bitch. He can take down a helicopter with a rock.
Right, and then he just goes back and just completely butt fucks the whole town. Just fucking blowing shit up, shooting shit, just fucking tearing some shit up.
Alright.
All because a fucking punk bitch ass fucking county sheriff decided, I'm gonna swing my dick all over this motherfucker. Man, how'd that work out for you?
Played by Brian Dennehy, by the way.
Right, which I'm not shitting on Brian Dennehy, but his character in that movie, he was about a punk ass bitch.
Oh, yeah. Out of those, the first one was just the best.
Right.
Leave it alone.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, 2 and 3 were okay, kind of. The last Rambo movie with the when he's living in Thailand.
Yeah.
And the Christian missionaries want to go into Burma.
Yeah, that one's just called Rambo.
Just Rambo.
Yeah.
Just straight up Rambo. That one. I'll put if they went with First Blood and then Rambo and then left out everything in the middle, I'm cool with that.
That would have been all right.
Okay, because Rambo, the later one,
yeah,
that was some good shit right there. Okay.
A lot of blood and guts.
Oh my God, so much blood and guts.
Which is probably why you liked it so much.
Yeah.
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 Because if you haven't noticed, he kind of likes blood and guts.
A little bit. Fucking hell.
Oh, that Dick cider was good.
I guess so. But so those are the typical guy movies that I like. Every guy likes. Oh, I like Rambo. I like all this bullshit, right?
All right, let's take a little peek behind the curtain. Name something else that's not a typical guy movie that you like.
That's not a typical guy movie.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Well, obviously I have an affinity for horror movies.
Yeah. I
have an affinity for movies that are classified as cerebral.
Okay.
Movies that make you think a lot. One of my favorite movies from my childhood, and I remember the first time I ever saw it, I was 10 years old. All right. It was on this channel called Flicks.
Okay.
What the fuck are you laughing at? What?
I got to hear what it is first. I gotta.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is the 1971 Stanley Kubrick classic, starring Malcolm McDowell, A Clockwork Orange.
Okay. The way you were kind of flowing into it, kind of light and airy and everything. For a minute, I thought you were going to say like Dirty Dancing.
Hey, fuck you. Nobody puts Doshus in the corner.
Oh!
Okay. Oh. All right. But no, the first time I saw A Clockwork Orange, I was 10 years old.
Very cerebral.
Very surreal, very fucked up, very ahead of its time. There was a lot of shit in that movie that I just did not comprehend at that age.
Yeah, you might have been a little young to watch that.
Yeah, it might have been.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, that whole being left unsupervised thing.
Yeah.
Especially with premium movie channels.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned most of everything that I know about the female form and what to do with it from Cinemax.
Wow.
Which could probably explain my previous bad luck in relationships.
Could
be.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah. So you've seen Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So for anybody that has never seen Clockwork Orange, and why you would have never seen Clockwork Orange up to this point, you should. Or read the book. Or listen to the audiobook. Just get the shit in your brain somehow, because it's good shit. The basic gist of it is there's this young malcontent named Alex who lives in a dystopian futuristic London.
Hey, can you dumb it down for the rest of us?
He lives in the future in England where shit has gone sideways.
Okay, see, that makes more sense, right?
And Alex and his 3 droogies, his 3 little partners in crime, okay, they go gallivanting or horsing around,
okay,
about the city and the countryside, committing rape, robbery, and a bit of the old ultra-violence. Basically, they go around and beat the shit out of people and rob people and steal their shit and fuck women against their will. It's a bad movie, but it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, and I see how you could classify it as that.
Right. So there ends up being a power struggle between Alex and Georgie and Dem. Okay. Pete's kind of, he's just kind of there. He doesn't. He's the fence rider.
Yeah.
Right? He's the guy that he doesn't want to cause any waves. Alex is in charge. That's the way it is. We do what Alex says. Everything is fine. Well, so one day, Georgie and Dim decide that they're going to stand up to Alex. And it's going to be part of the new way. Part of the new way includes no more picking on Dim. Because Dim, as his name would lead you to believe, he's not that fucking bright. Okay? As Alex puts it, it's to be Georgie the General with Dim as his mindless grinning bulldog. Because that's basically what Dim is. He's basically me with half a fucking brain. Okay? So, Georgie and Dim decide to mouth off to Alex, and Alex kind of plays along with it, and then they're walking along the waterfront. Alex beats the shit out of him, ends up cutting the back of Dim's hand open with his knife and all that shit. Basically puts the two wayward soldiers back in line. So then Georgie comes up with this idea that they're going to do a man-sized crast, which means in Natsat, the language that the Droogs speak, that basically they're going to go rob this old lady's house because she's got a bunch of valuable shit in there, right? So Alex goes in, gets into a confrontation with the lady of the house, ends up killing her. He runs for the front door because the cops are coming. They're standing there waiting for him, bust him in the face with a bottle of milk when milk still came in glass bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and the milkman would deliver that shit to your front door.
Yeah.
Bust him in the face, leave him, cops arrest him, he goes to jail, blah, 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 right? While he's in jail, he becomes a model prisoner. He being Alex. Pronouns, pal.
Pronouns.
He hears through the grapevine that there's a way to have his sentence reduced by submitting to this thing called the Ludovico technique. Basically, they put him in a movie theater, they put him in a straitjacket, they put these little metal things in his eyes to hold him open, which is where you've probably seen the iconic image.
Yes.
Yeah. And they shoot him up with serum 114. 114 is some kind of end joke to Stanley Kubrick.
Anyway.
I forget what it is. I'm rambling, sorry. So, basically what the point of the treatment is you tie him up, you shoot him up with this shit, you make him sit and watch movies of all this horrible shit. War crimes, rape, beatings, murder, etc., etc. The theory behind it being is that it gives him an aversion to violence. So that way, the thought of committing violence, witnessing violence, partaking in violence, make him violently nauseous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It also has the adverse side effect of making him violently nauseous when thinking about becoming intimate with a member of the opposite sex. Or the same, whatever, I'm not judging, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the fucked up part. Alex is a music lover. And the whole time he's watching all these movies with all this horrible shit, the soundtrack that's playing is Beethoven. Over and over again. Beethoven, Symphony 5, Symphony 9, blah, 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 right? Gives him a fucking horrifying aversion to Beethoven. Right?
Oh.
So, then when he finally gets released, he runs into all the people that he's wronged in the past and has a run-in with his former droogs who are now police officers. They take him out, beat the shit out of him, almost drown him. True story. During the filming, when they were holding his head in the trough of water,
yeah,
beating him with the fucking billy club,
yeah,
the airline that he was using to breathe,
yeah,
came loose. So when you're watching the scene in the movie and they're drowning him, Malcolm McDowell legitimately cannot fucking breathe, and they hold him underwater for a good minute and a half.
Oh,
right? Fucked up. So then he runs into more people that he's wronged, up to and including this writer who they had previously encountered. They beat him, the writer, until he was in a wheelchair, and they raped the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, did a big old fucking rape on her.
Yeah.
Right?
Let me clarify here.
Uh-huh.
I have talked to several people, and they literally watched the movie all the way up to where this huge beating and rape scene takes place.
Right.
And they stop it there. They think that's the end of the movie.
Oh, no. No. Nope. So much more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Alex finds his way to the guy's house. By this time, the guy's in a wheelchair. The wife has died, supposedly from pneumonia, but apparently she was never the same after that. But the man of the house that's now in the wheelchair, he doesn't recognize Alex because in those days we wore our maskies.
Yeah.
Right? So Then while Alex is having a bath one night, he sings "Singing in the Rain," which is the song that he sang during the beating and rape scene, because that was the only song that Malcolm McDowell knew all the words to. So now whenever I hear "Singing in the Rain," that's all I think about.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So figures out it's him, calls his friends, because this guy, he's hooked up with people that are against the Ludovico treatment, because they say it takes away free will, which in effect it does. You know, because the treatment does not allow Alex to be who Alex really is, which is a violent, offensive, misogynistic hunk of shit. Right? Not saying that being any of that is a good thing.
Okay.
But when you lose the ability to make that choice, that's fucked up. Right?
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Okay. So they lock him in an upstairs bedroom. They play Beethoven at full blast. He tries to kill himself by jumping out a window. He ends up in a hospital. The writer ends up being arrested as a enemy of the state. Some big government official comes and offers Alex a high-paying job for basically keeping his mouth shut and coming out and coming out on the side of the state and the press and all that shit. And then the movie ends and he lives happily ever after, and he's able to fuck and fight and be himself again, because apparently his near-death experience completely wiped out all the shit that happened with the Ludovico treatment.
Awesome.
Right?
Alright.
So much more in the book. But for a good Cliff Notes version and a masterful performance by Malcolm McDowell, watch the movie.
Alright.
If you're sensitive, dear listeners, to rape, violence against women, general asshattery, anything like that, don't watch the movie. Or at least, skip that part. But the rest of it, like I said, it's a bad movie. It is definitely not for kids, but it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
So, but that's me. That was the movie that I saw at 10 years old that changed my fucking life. And then as I got a little bit older, I actually understood everything that was happening.
Yeah.
The loss of free will, the loss of the ability to make your own choices on how to behave and all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's when it really resonated with me. Which, I'm not a saint. Far from it.
No.
I do just enough to keep my ass out of jail. So, yeah. That's a peek behind my curtain. Thoughts?
Let's close that curtain. Jesus. Oh. That's a... All right. Well, on a lighter note, we'll go back to my side of it.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to your side.
Yeah. Another movie I love to watch. Watch it over and over.
Okay.
Strangely enough,
Mm-hmm.
The Replacements.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Never
I
seen
figured
it.
you haven't.
Nope.
It's a comedy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, I
About
got
a
the
football
gist
player.
of it. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the gist of it.
Yeah.
I know that, what's his ass? Neo. Ted. Fucking...
Keanu Reeves.
That guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's so many great one-liners throughout the movie that it just pulls it all together.
Okay.
And it's a funny movie, great movie to watch. Another one that I watch way too much, Twister.
Twister
is a really good one. I really love the storyline, and they put it all together, and it's action-packed, and it just pulls you in. And Helen Hunt looks great in a wife beater. Anyway, so
All right.
of course, I'm a Star Wars fanatic. I love Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I watch all the stuff for Star Wars.
Right.
Okay. You
Yeah.
are a Star Trek fanatic.
I wouldn't say fanatic so much.
I don't know. Let's see. So, have you seen all the 6 original movies?
No.
No?
No.
Which one haven't you seen?
1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. I've seen 4.
Really?
Well,
So you're not as much a Kirk person as you are a Picard person.
yeah. If I had to pick between Kirk and Picard, I would go Picard.
Huh. And you've seen Voyager and Deep Space Nine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the newer stuff.
Right. Well, also,
Okay, you're a half Trekkie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. But, then again, the original Star Trek was on for what, 2 seasons? Maybe?
At least.
Yeah? Okay, and the last season ended, what, 17 years before I was born?
Yes, but they were being played all the way up on syndication.
Right. I mean, even now, I could probably go back and binge watch them online if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But you also got to realize, my first exposure to the Star Trek universe was The Next Generation.
Okay. Youngin.
Well,
yeah.
I believe that's a Klingon mating call.
How did you know?
Alright, well, now that we got that fun and exciting shit out of the way, you making fun of me for being a youngin'. Yeah, that's a real word, look it up.
Yeah, it is now.
It's on the internet, so it must be true.
It must be true. So another one we'll go ahead and touch on. We'll touch on Harry Potter, the whole series, all 8 movies. Not going to go into explanation over this.
Okay, I'm glad that you clarified that we were going to touch on the series, because for a second when you said we were going to touch on Harry Potter, I'm like, dude, we are not fucking Michael Jackson here.
No.
We're not going to touch on a teenage boy. We're going to talk about. Okay, you know what? Just never mind. Carry on.
Anyways,
right.
So
Harry Potter. Just one fucking episode I'd like to get through. Just one. I'm asking too much, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You can always cut that out.
No, fuck it. It's in there.
All right.
This shit might be worth money someday. We're just going to leave
Elliot, cut that out.
Right. Hashtag everybody needs an Elliot.
Yeah.
So anyway, Harry Potter. Harry Pothead. Go ahead.
Well, it's a great movie series.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's put together. Okay?
All right.
Tells a really good story.
Okay.
So I can appreciate the whole thing.
Right.
As a whole.
Right.
My daughter
Yeah.
has all the movies.
Uh-huh.
Is a complete Harry Potter fanatic.
Oh, God, dude. My ex-wife, same thing.
Okay.
All the books, all the movies.
You can still get her anything Harry Potter
Uh-huh.
for her birthday, for Christmas, doesn't matter. And she's completely happy. Okay?
Yeah, the only thing my ex-wife wants from me is child support.
Okay?
Right.
She has, I kid you not, she has every single pop doll of the Harry Potter series.
Okay.
It takes up a fucking wall.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
A couple of years ago, I got her a pair of Gryffindor slippers for her to wear around the house. Okay?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try to act shocked for a second. Not Gryffindor slippers!
Gryffindor slippers!
Oh my God.
She got a golden snitch for her birthday this last year.
A golden what?
Snitch.
A golden snitch.
I think that's what it's called.
Like I was gonna say, because a golden snatch is one of those awards they give out at the porno conventions.
Snatch. Snitch.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's a little flying gold fucking thing that zips all over the place, and
Uh-huh.
you're supposed to catch it or something.
And it's called a snitch.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about snitches.
They get stitches.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
But, yeah. I like watching those.
Uh-huh.
I mean, those are ones that if they come on in my house, whether I want to or not, I'm going to be watching it. So
It's another one of those stop, sit down, drink it in kind of things.
Oh, wow. That was some good Dick and cider, I'll tell you. Anyway,
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome.
All right.
It's a good series to be able to sit down and watch. Not continuously.
Well, no.
She would.
Right.
She does.
Right. Side note, there is an audiobook series
Yeah.
that I was listening to a while back that I kind of want them to make a movie out of,
All right.
but at the same time, I kind of don't want them to make a movie out of it because I'm afraid they'll just fuck it up and it'll break my heart.
Right.
It's the Undead and Unwed series.
I haven't heard of that one.
The short version is
It's like vampire hookers.
well, no, there's vampires in it.
Okay.
But it was the audiobook series that I started listening to after I made it all the way through the Sookie Stackhouse series.
Yeah.
Because we used to be over the road. Now we're not, so I had a lot of time to sit and listen to audiobooks.
Right.
So,
as did I.
Right,
Yeah.
as did you. So I needed something else to listen to. I found this Undead and Unwed series, and come to find out, I'm a basic white girl because I fucking love that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So the short version is this chick gets hit by a Pontiac, dies, wakes up in the morgue. Fast forward, she becomes the queen of the vampires.
Nice.
Marries this 100-and-some-year-old male vampire. Hilarity ensues, etc., etc. Look it up. It's called Undead and Unwed. It's fucking glorious.
All right. Well,
There you go.
That's pretty awesome. But we're gonna get back to the movies.
Right.
So I want to know, since it's kind of your niche.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What is the scariest movie that you have ever seen?
The scariest movie that I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Come on now.
That's covering a lot of fucking territory right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't consider it the scariest movie. Okay. Over the course of my entire life, the scariest movie that I ever saw that affected me the most
Yeah.
throughout my life was the original Exorcist.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, when I was in the theater, there was people passing out and having heart attacks and
Right.
all sorts of. I get that.
Right. And the reason that I say that
Yeah.
is because going back to that whole unsupervised thing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wasn't really what you would call a latchkey kid. I was what you would call a kid that grew up in a house in a small southern town way out in the fucking country.
Yeah.
Great big fucking house with no fucking curtains on the windows. So when it got dark, you look out the fucking window, all you see is wide open country fucking dark. Okay?
Nice.
And
I dig it.
And my goddamn imagination would run the fuck away with me.
Yeah.
Okay? And when I was about 9-10 years old maybe,
Yeah.
I decided to go digging through my older brother's movie collection
Okay.
to see what goodies I could find to pop in the VCR to watch.
Yeah.
And I found a tape of The Exorcist.
Hmm.
And I had heard people speak about it in hushed tones,
Yeah.
but I'd never actually seen any part of it.
Welcome to the Bible Belt.
Right?
Anyway.
So I popped that motherfucker in. And I watched it. At home, alone, at night. By the time anybody came back to the fucking house, I was hiding in the fucking closet holding the fucking kitchen knife.
Nice.
Because I could not force myself to get up and turn that motherfucker off. I put it on and I sat back and I started watching, and then when the shit started getting fucking hairy,
Yeah.
oh, my little fat ass was glued to that fucking seat. I wasn't moving. I was not going anywhere near that fucking TV. Because I had it stuck in my fucking head that little bitch was going to reach through the fucking screen and tail grab my ass, and that was going to be it.
Oh.
That shit fucked with me.
That. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. Especially being that young. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, another movie series that I love now, yeah, is the Friday the 13th series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I grew up watching that. It was that
So
was
did I.
good shit.
And like most everybody else that's ever seen them, I never watched them in order. Not until last couple of years.
Really?
When I got the box set with the original 8, did I actually sit and watch them all? Like, I've seen all of them, I had seen all of them, but never in order. So I'd be watching one.
I watched them in order.
Well, hooray for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid,
Well,
as they came out.
Right, but, you know, the year that I was born, 1 and 2 were already out.
Yeah.
And, shit, I think the first one I saw was part 6. Yeah. And I saw part 6, and I'm like, oh, this is some good shit right here. I'm loving this shit.
Yeah.
Right? But, same time, growing up out in the country and being left home a lot, not to say that my family were negligent or anything like that. It's just, you know, we were poor, people had to work, and they trusted me to stay at home and not burn the fucking house down and keep myself entertained, which I did.
So that was a lot of trust.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I started watching.
If you knew Doshus like I know Doshus, never mind. Anyway.
So throughout my childhood, I started watching all the Friday the 13th movies. And once again, being home alone a lot, out in the fucking country.
Kind of where those are set. They're out at a lake, but
yeah,
still
well,
in the country.
There was a little pond out back of our house.
Close enough.
Just beyond the field.
Close enough.
Okay. And there was some woods, right? And you know how it is out in the country. You hear shit.
Oh, yeah.
You hear shit. And when you live in an old house, shit creaks. You hear creaks, bumps, thumps, fucking windows rattling and shit, right? I'm in the fucking house just, and I'm doing it to myself because I'm watching the fucking movies.
Yep.
I can't not watch the fucking movies. So I ain't got nobody to blame but myself, right? Because I wanted to see them. I wanted to know what the fuck was going on, right?
Fucking sadist.
Because no, that's a masochist.
Okay, that's a masochist.
Right?
Fucking masochist.
I'm just saying. So
anyway.
I start with, you know, part 6, and I'm going, okay, how did this motherfucker get in the ground? And now he gets woke up after being stabbed through the fucking chest with an iron rod, and lightning hits it.
Oh, Frankenstein.
Right? Fucking Frankenstein his ass. So what happened in the first 5? How the fuck did we get here? So then I got to go back and start rewatching them and shit, right?
Yeah.
But that was the one that my brother had in the house, right? And we had one good video store in my hometown.
Yeah.
It was called Magic Movies. Okay? And, you know, we get to go to the video store once in a while, and I always be like, I always go with my grandpa. I'd run over to the horror section and be like, Grandpa, can I get this one? No, put it back. All right. Grandpa, can I get this one? No, put it back. And then I'd go grab something else, and I'd hold it up in front of the fucking, you know, I'd have Friday the 13th movie behind my back.
Yeah.
And I'd get, like, you know, some Disney movie or some shit. Grandpa, can I get this one? Sure. Fucking put it on the shelf as we're walking back up, put the Friday the 13th movie up there. Grandpa said I could get that one. And he'd be standing, not paying attention. He'd be standing over going, that's okay. Yeah, go ahead. You get that one. All right. So then Grandpa would drop me off at the fucking house, and he'd go back to work. And I'd sit there and fucking watch part 3 or part 7 or part whatever the fuck they had available.
Yeah.
Just completely the fuck out of order. You know? And it's like, okay, why the fuck is he at the bottom of a lake with a fucking chain around his neck? Like, why is he wearing a flour sack over his head in this one? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And I never even saw the original.
Really?
Well, no, I never saw the original until I was 19 years old.
Oh.
Okay? Because I went to this movie store here after I moved up here.
Yeah.
And I found on VHS the uncut, unrated Japanese Laserdisc edition of the original Friday the 13th with fucking hard-coded Japanese subtitles. It was on VHS, but still, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I must have this. So I got it. That shit explained a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
But anywho.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Brother Bragga.
Mm.
Salt in the Swing.
Uh-huh.
What is the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Oh, Showgirls. It was horrible. So. That thing desensitized me to boobs, okay? I am a self-proclaimed breastaholic, okay?
I get that.
There was so much in there, it was like, yep, there's some titties.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, look, more nipples. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you remember what it's like when you're a kid and you see a pair of titties for the first time? It's like,
wow. It was like, yeah.
Right?
least that's the way I was.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. But for me, by the time I'm a teenager, I'm like, seen one pair of titties, you done seen them all. And then I got a little bit older, and I'm like, no, I haven't. I want to see the rest of them.
Yeah. If
Right.
you've seen one pair, you kind of want
wanna
to see the rest of them. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But.
Oh fuck! While we're here, let's have a toast.
A toast.
Toast to nipples.
Because without them, titties would be pointless. All right.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So. All right. Well. What's next?
Fuck! I forgot.
I think we are at the point of video nasties.
Oh fuck! The video nasties. That's right. That's
Now,
right.
a lot of people may not have heard of the video nasties.
Yep. So.
No, they're not porn.
Well, some of them did receive an X rating, but because when I first told you about video nasties, you're like, "What the fuck is a video nasty?"
Right. I had never heard of it. So
You never heard the term video nasty.
Doshus smartened me up on it.
Yeah, I had to break kayfabe on that one.
Yeah.
So for anybody listening that doesn't know, the term video nasty is a colloquial term used in the United Kingdom to refer to a number of films that were criticized for their violent content by the press. Violence, nudity, etc., etc.
Which is funny. In England,
Uh-huh.
where they have nudity across the TV.
Yeah, they have nudity and, adult language, like you can say ass and bitch and shit like that on TV here. Like I watch English TV shows and I'm like fuck, cunt, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen plenty of titties on British TV shows that would otherwise be aired in prime time.
Yeah. And yet they have this collection
Right.
of video nasties that were not allowed to be released until they were cut.
Well, a lot of them had to undergo some massive cuts.
Massive cuts.
And a lot of them were also, basically the people that made them were prosecuted under obscenity laws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the video nasty thing started in the early 70s. So within the last almost 50 years now, which is amazing to think in this day and age, because you can pretty much say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Okay, you can pretty much say and do whatever the fuck you want.
Like right now.
Like right fucking now.
Yeah.
Okay, but within the last 50 years, people were still being prosecuted for obscenity. Same thing that happened to Larry Flint with Hustler magazine.
Yeah.
Okay, freedom of speech is a real thing. I get it, United Kingdom, different country, different standards, etc., etc. But, the video nasty list is broken down into 3 sections. Section 1 are the films that people were actually prosecuted for. Some of these are pretty obscure that not a lot of people will have heard of. A few on here. Let's see, just picking one. The Burning.
Yeah.
Okay, The Burning basically wrote the Bible for modern day slasher movies as we know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's another one on here that you have told me about
Mm-hmm.
that I've never seen,
Okay.
called Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
So, the thing with Cannibal Holocaust, there were simulated rape and murder scenes in the movie,
Yeah.
but then there were non-simulated animal cruelty scenes. Basically, they killed a few animals and cut them up to cook them and eat them. Right? There's a long scene in there where they kill this big ass turtle.
Okay.
And cut him up to make soup or barbecue or do whatever the fuck. It's been forever since I've seen it.
I'm not a big turtle connoisseur, so
Well, neither am I.
I don't know exactly what they do with it. Make a belt. Whatever.
Maybe. But there's that, and then there was the scene where the girl in the party, because it was presented as found documentary footage.
Yeah.
So there's a scene where the 3 documentary filmmakers, I think it was 3, there's 2 guys and a girl, they're accosted by local tribes people,
Yeah.
and they all meet horrific deaths. Up to and including the girl being impaled on a fucking spike sticking up out of the ground, and you see the shit coming out of her mouth.
Oh.
Right? So, but at the time, it was so disturbing and realistic that I want to say it was the Italian government actually brought the director up on murder charges because they're saying that he let these people go to this place and end up getting murdered by these local tribes people, and just basically collected the footage and, you know, made the movie and made, you know, just let these fucking people be murdered so you can make a fucking movie, right? These people had to fly in and appear in the courtroom and say, hey, we're alive. Because part of the deal with the movie is when the movie comes out, y'all fuck off and stay out of public sight for however long. Because they want to sell this shit. They want people to think they're watching real fucking found footage. Like, they've actually seen people get raped and murdered. Like, he wanted to sell it that hard.
Oh.
Okay?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, because, you know, he's all for protecting his gimmick and shit, not wanting to break kayfabe, until he's sitting in front of a judge talking about, yeah, you're looking at life in prison, so give me a fucking reason not to throw the book at you. He's like, hang on, let me make a phone call. Hey, y'all need to get y'all's asses down here now. I'm in some shit. And then they show up and they're like, no, it was a movie. We fucking, you know, like,
that's good shit right there.
Like, we worked the whole fucking thing. None of it was a shoot, you know, except for the killing the animals. And there might have been some fallout from that. The killing the turtle and I want to say they killed a monkey and shit and all that.
Yeah, well, see, there's several that are on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another one that a lot of people may have heard of. May
Right.
not have seen, but they probably heard of it. Faces of Death.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And that was released with 2 minutes and 19 seconds cut due to animal cruelty.
Mm-hmm. In 2003.
Yeah.
Now,
it wasn't released until then in the UK.
right. Now, I know for a fact that it was released earlier than that here in the States, and the reason that I know that is because I got a hold of a copy of it at Magic Movies when I was 11 years old. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a small town, that whole...
Still explaining a lot.
Right. Well, you know, that whole you must be old to rent this movie kind of... Well, because in my hometown, they didn't allow porn. Like, you had to go to the next parish. We didn't have counties in Louisiana. We had parishes. You had to go to the next parish to buy a fucking Playboy. Or to buy a beer on Sunday. That's how tightly wound my hometown parish was. But, yeah, I could go to fucking Magic Movies and rent Faces of Death at 11 years old. No fucking problem. Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's just... I Spit on Your Grave is in there. You know, I mean, there's a lot that I actually saw when I was a teenager that you could get in the U.S. on VHS easy.
Yep.
But it wasn't released there. There were so many of them. Okay, there is 39 movies on the prosecuted list.
Right.
Okay? That's just the first list.
Uh-huh.
Okay? The next section is non-prosecuted films.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, nobody was prosecuted for them, but they didn't want to release them without cuts.
Or at all.
Or at all at times.
I mean, there were people going around, like, they were going to video shops and movie theaters and all that shit, and literally seizing tapes and destroying them.
Like, one of them, Boogeyman.
Uh-huh.
That was on that list. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Death Trap, you know. The Evil Dead.
The original Evil Dead with
Yes.
Bruce fucking Campbell.
Yes. Awesome.
Right.
Shout out Bruce Campbell.
Right.
You're awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Love you, Ash.
Great fucking movie.
You know, I mean, there's just so many of them. Into the next list. What do we got here? Revenge of the Boogeyman, or Boogeyman 2.
Right.
Same thing. The Slayer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Visiting Hours. You know?
The original... Okay, are you on section 2 or section 3?
I'm right at the bottom of section 2.
Oh, okay. We haven't got to section 3 yet. The video nasties.
Yeah. But there's 33 movies in Section 2 alone.
Right.
Okay? Now, you're over 70 movies in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to Section 3, which is Video Nasties.
Right. The Video Nasties list was a supplementary list. Titles on the Section 3 list, or Video Nasties list, cannot be prosecuted for obscenity, but were liable to seizure and confiscation under a less obscene charge. Tape seized under Section 3 could be destroyed after distributors or merchants forfeited them. That sounds a little Gestapo-ish to me.
Just a little.
Just a hair.
Well, there was one on the last list, Gestapo's Last Orgy.
Oh, there was that. The original Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
The original Dawn of the Dead. George Romero basically taking a shit on the consumerism that was prevalent at the time.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of people wake up to a fucking zombie apocalypse. What are we going to do? Let's go to the mall.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go live at a mall until we figure something out.
Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Day of the Dead was the one with the underground military bunker.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then Night of the Living... Oh, fuck, Night of the Living Dead's on the list, too.
Eaten Alive's on the list?
Uh-huh.
I mean...
Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown. Classic,
Wow.
classic blaxploitation. Fuck me. It's a Pam Grier movie.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, what the fuck?
They have one on here called The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein.
Okay.
I might need to look that one up. That
Right.
looks pretty interesting.
Right? The original Don't Answer the Phone.
Um,
Here you go, 29 and 30. Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
Every
Part 2 was just a slaughter fest. That was a body count movie.
Well, yeah, that's because it was Jason and not his mother.
Right.
That was fucking Town the Dreaded Sundown Jason, fucking Sackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh
Hills
my
Have
God.
Eyes. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think Last House on the Left's on here too.
I think
It was on one of the previous lists. But yeah, so, you know, there was all these fucking movies that they just completely lost their shit over. Now, I know there's some movies that get banned or, you know, have to be very heavily cut here in the States. But, you know, the movies that are on this list, a lot of them, I haven't seen. And these are the movies that you hear about as if they're some legendary...
Taboo or faux pas or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Night of the Living Dead's on there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Here's one that I might actually want to look up. Okay? The New Adventures of Snow White, a.k.a. Grim Fairy Tales for Adults.
Is that the one with Sam Neill?
I don't know, but might need to check it out.
Yeah. I want to click on that and see. But yeah, they just made this big fucking to-do about all these different movies that are so terrible. Like, no, we're gonna tell an entire fucking country they can't watch any of these movies because we said so.
The only other one on the list that I wanted to touch on was Texas Chainsaw Massacre was on the list,
A classic.
which you obviously know a lot about.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've seen it, you've seen Uncut, all that,
Uh-huh.
you know. Okay, the British people don't want you to see certain movies.
The BBFC, the British Bureau of Film Classification.
Yeah,
Those
those
guys.
guys. Yeah. But, man, you should be able to watch what you want to watch.
Right. I mean, yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, great movie.
Okay.
Okay. Released in 1974. I get that people's sensibilities are different these days. I can see how in 1974 a movie like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre would have scared the fuck out of people. Like they would have had to reach over and pick their fuck back up when they were done.
Put it back in their pocket.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Two things I want to touch on about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Remember the end scene where Marilyn Burns is in the back of that pickup truck getting away from Leatherface and she's just going fucking cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking... I don't know if she was like legitimately traumatized from her experiences making the film and she was just purging or what the fuck. Okay? That, to me, looked like some straight up PTSD shit right there.
Oh, yeah.
If that was acting, she deserved a fucking Academy Award for that. Alright?
Okay.
Second thing I want to bring up.
Yep.
Why did they bring the guy in the fucking wheelchair? I mean, why? I mean, it's 1974 in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay? Even nowadays, Texas is not exactly known for being accessible, politically correct, up to standards with the rest of the world. I'm not trying, maybe I am shitting on Texas, I don't know. But you don't take a fucking guy in a wheelchair out into the fucking woods. Okay? I mean, you got this fucking inbred, homicidal, possibly mentally retarded giant man-child. I know we're not supposed to use that word, but fucking sue me. Chasing you with a fucking chainsaw, and you're pushing the guy in the wheelchair through the woods. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it out of here. We're gonna fucking survive this.
Well, that kind of set up everything for horror movies all through the 80s and 90s.
There has to be some stumbling block.
Why, if this guy is chasing you from the kitchen with a knife and you run past the front door, do you go upstairs?
Right? Why not go out the fucking front door?
Okay, it's the same basic principle.
Yeah.
Oh no, why? You know, it's like, we're going to go right past the road and out into the fucking woods.
Right. Yeah, let me
with a wheelchair.
Yeah, let me bypass the main road here and go out into the fucking woods where this guy lives, probably knows every fucking square inch of these woods like the back of his fucking hand. Let me run right into his fucking living room, basically, and try my luck here. And then, oh my god, murder, murder, murder. Everybody fucking dies except for what's her tits, and she jumps in the back of the pickup truck and fucking peels out. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That should be the fucking description in the TV guide.
Now, I mean, I'm glad that we weren't so censored like they were, you know, in England back, you know, the last 30 years or so. And I'm sure it's lightened up by now, but
Probably.
You know.
Hopefully.
Believe it or not, we do believe censorship is wrong.
Censorship is fucking terrible. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I agree with what you're saying or if I don't agree with what you're saying. Okay? I don't care if I like you or if I hate your fucking guts.
Okay.
Okay? No matter fucking what. One thing that I believe in, personally, is your right to say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can make whatever movie you fucking want. As long as all parties involved are of legal age and consenting.
Yeah.
Okay? If you make the worst fucking movie ever, I'm talking Pink Flamingo status, which was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Okay? But, you know, if you want to make a fucking horrible, terrible piece of shit movie,
yeah,
fine, go ahead.
Yeah.
I support your right to do so. I may not champion your effort. You know, I may not fucking applaud your work. I may not fucking like it. I might take a giant shit on it, but that's my right to express my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm all for personal liberty. Okay? And the government, whether it's our government, any other government, don't even get me fucking started on Middle Eastern governments and censorship. Okay?
Yeah, we're not going to start on that shit.
Just stay the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Okay? Censorship is bad. Censorship is terrible. Censorship is fucked up. That's how we end up in fucking George Orwell's 1984.
Okay.
Censorship is a terrible fucking thing.
What you're saying is, as far as movies go, we should be able to watch whatever the fuck we want.
Whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Oh.
This might make me sound like a little bit of a hypocrite, but I don't give a fuck.
No fucks given.
None. Okay? I have seen terrible, horrible fucking movies. The Human Centipede trilogy comes to mind. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen German porn where people get their balls nailed to step stools.
Dude, I'm going to up my dick insider.
Right?
Okay.
But the one movie that I personally have ever seen from start to finish that I felt like I needed a shower after I watched it was a movie called A Serbian Film.
Okay.
Okay? Whoever committed this piece of shit to celluloid should be taken out back and shot with a fucking rusty bullet.
Okay.
Okay, it is fucking terrible.
I can tell you, I've never seen it, so
okay.
This is on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's the thing about A Serbian Film. This movie is fucking horrid. It is unforgivable. It has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Okay?
Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah. I thought you needed that.
Thank you. Yeah. I feel dirty just talking about this motherfucker, to be honest with you.
That's saying a lot about you.
Well, okay, so somebody told me about it at a place I used to work at. I used to be a dispatcher at a cab company. And I actually found the movie uncut on YouTube.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And the basic gist of it is there's this guy that is a porn actor that retires because he wants to spend time with his wife and kid, right?
Okay.
Okay. A bunch of terrible, awful, horrible, ungodly shit happens. Spoiler alert. But at the end, and this is not even the worst part. The worst part comes before that. But at the end, we see our hero kill the bad guy by stabbing the bad guy through the eye with the hero's own erect penis.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you ever want to feel better about yourself, just realize somebody somewhere, I forget the guy's name, made this fucking movie. Like, he got up one day and said, you know what? I got an idea for a story. And he started writing it out, and he fucking wrote it all down, and he made edits and all this shit. And he said, you know what? This is good. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to put this on film. I'm going to hire actors, and I'm going to write dialogue, and I'm going to film this, and I'm going to edit it and produce it and all this shit. And I'm going to fucking release it. This is going to be a thing because I think that this is a good idea.
So, okay, I'm really trying to grasp this. Okay, I've captured something you've said, and I'm going, this guy, this killer, he's doing all these horrid things, and I'm going to kill him.
No, okay, now are you talking about the guy that stabbed the other guy in the eye with his dick? No, that's the hero.
Yeah, but he's like, how can I stop this guy? Wait a minute. Yeah, man.
No, okay.
I couldn't see that coming in a million fucking years.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. We're gonna do something. We're gonna live on the air.
Uh-oh.
Right here and now. Grab your phone. Grab your phone.
Yeah.
Open up Wikipedia.
Oh.
There might be some awkward pauses here. I'm gonna vamp, but
okay.
we're gonna.
What am I looking for?
Go to Wikipedia and look for the article for A Serbian Film.
A Serbian Film.
A Serbian Film. That is the name of the movie. If anybody listening to this...
Wow, that came up really quick, actually.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Okay, is there a subsection for plot or a synopsis?
Shit. Okay, plot.
Plot.
Hey, there's plot.
Okay, is it like a full... Hang on, I'm going to grab mine and follow along with you.
Oh.
Now, I don't want you to read this out loud.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Nobody's supposed to be watching this anyway.
Well, no, but, just in case they listen to this and they hear it and shit.
Okay. So, what am I looking for here?
Alright, so, anybody listening to this wants to follow along, go to Wikipedia, search for A Serbian Film, and go down to where it says plot.
Okay. So.
Alright, now,
come on.
I want you to just kind of read through, let's see. Oh, here you go. Start at the second paragraph where it says filming begins at an orphanage and just scroll through that paragraph there.
That's what I've been kind of reading on here.
Yeah. Okay. So as of right now, Brother Bragga is reading the part of the synopsis for this pile of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, belated by a nurse. That's awesome.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, as long as all parties are of legal age and consenting, do your thing.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck shower. Just give me a goddamn hose. I'm just reading it. I
Yeah.
didn't even watch it.
Yeah, now skip down to the 4th paragraph where it starts at the warehouse.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm reading.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yep, we're reading.
okay.
Yeah, so just to put this in perspective, okay? Milos is the name of the protagonist, the hero of the film.
Okay.
Okay. Vukmir is the bad guy.
Okay.
Marija is Milos's wife and the mother of his son, named Peter.
Yeah.
You there?
On a scale of 1 to even, I just cannot.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I'm done with that.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for that enlightening little tidbit there.
Yeah, and that's just from reading the fucking synopsis on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually forced myself to sit and watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and when it got to that fucking thing at the warehouse, right? Like I looked to see how much time. I'm like, okay, there's 10 minutes left. I can power through this, right?
I'm surprised you got through what was in that first paragraph.
Yeah, that was fucked up. That was monumentally fucked up. Granted, it was all simulated.
I don't care.
No. Right. Yeah, no. No.
So don't do it. Guys, girls, whatever you classify yourself as, don't do it.
Yeah, it's fucking... No.
Please let this guy come and try and sue me for saying don't fucking watch this movie.
Yeah.
Okay? Please. I would really like to see this one go...
The fuck away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gone.
Yeah. Because...
Try and argue this point about this movie to me.
No, there is no point to it.
Yeah.
There is no fucking point to it. Like, I like fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a line. Okay? This motherfucker, he didn't just cross the line. He didn't just step over the line. Like, he fucking hopscotched and fucking tap danced on that motherfucker.
He
Okay?
erased that fucking line.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, a Serbian film, negative.
Yeah.
Okay?
4 thumbs down.
Boing!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna go home. When we get done recording this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and take a fucking shower and drink copious amounts of whiskey. And I'm gonna hug my son. And I'm gonna tell him that I love him and that I will never fucking let anything bad ever happen to him.
Yeah.
Ever.
Because...
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That guy can fuck off, eat shit, die, and burn in hell. I don't give a fuck what order he does it in.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good.
Right?
So, if there's any movies that you guys wish we would have talked about,
Let us know.
hit us up.
Yeah.
We're there.
See, one thing I would like to do, one thing I'd like to see happen, I'd like to do a mailbag segment.
Yeah, but we gotta get mail to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get mail. We need fans. We need listeners. So,
Spread the word, bitches.
right? Spread that fucking word. Spread it like a horse spreads her legs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did I say I'm a dick? I'm sorry.
You so did.
I did. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. So, you ever notice how a bunch of chicks all end up pregnant at the same time and they say some shit like, oh, there must be something in the air. Yeah, your fucking ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So anyway, as we were saying, yeah, we want to hear from you guys.
If you want to hear about, if we've been through certain things, certain stories in our life, we got a lot.
Oh, we got plenty of stories. Fuck, I think, what are we doing next week? Are we doing Life on the Road stories next week?
I don't know if we're doing that or not. We
might.
Especially if we get some feedback.
Right.
We might, if you guys want to hear a certain subject, you want to hear us go off on it, let us know.
Yeah. You got questions? You want answers? If you have quarrel, let us know.
If you're caught in a quagmire,
A conundrum. If you find yourself in a pickle, hit your boys up. We might be able to help you out. Dysfunctionpod@gmail.com. BOD Bragga on Twitter. Doshus BOD on Twitter.
That him.
Collectively, Dysfunction Pod on Twitter. Fuck, what else do we have?
Man, I'm not sure if we got anything. But
Oh, wait, we're on Facebook now.
Oh, we are on Facebook.
We are.
And we're streaming on YouTube.
Yes, we are. Yeah, the same time this episode escapes on Podbean, you'll also be able to find it on our on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel.
You just totally mind farted right there. That was awesome.
I did. I had a senior moment. It happens sometimes. And I'm the fucking young one out of this crew.
Yeah. I'm the one that's got sometimers.
Sometimers?
Yeah. Not Alzheimer's, but sometimers.
Right.
So, well, I think that's going to about do it for this week.
You think, to quote the great Tony Schiavone, we're desperately out of time?
Oh, he went there.
Yeah, I went there.
And, and to quote another famous wrestling icon, if he was mixed with Sally Field, oh yeah, they dig me. They really, really dig me. Oh yeah. So it happens. I open my mouth, shit falls out my face. It just kind of happens.
Oh, fuck. Alright, that's it. We're done. Show's over.
So,
credits. We're done. Alright, boys and girls. So until next time, he's Brother Bragga.
He's Brother Doshus.
We are
the Brothers of Dysfunction.
See you next Monday, bitches.